thebankcardtoolbox.com. Everything you need to succeed.
In this success lesson, we're going to talk about one of my favorite topics. That's the commitment to being extraordinary. We'll define exactly what I mean by the word extraordinary. We'll talk about what extraordinary bank card agents do, and then let's dig into the characteristics of extraordinary salespeople. So Webster's Dictionary describes or defines extraordinary as going beyond what is usual, regular, or customary. Extraordinary is the antithesis or the opposite of ordinary, and to me an extraordinary salesperson is one that is continuously pursuing excellence. They're committed to being world-class in everything they do, pre-sale, during the sale, and post-sale. You're committed to being the best in the industry, and you're committed to serving your merchant above and beyond. One thing is for sure, in this world today, it's full of average, ordinary, and mediocrity. And if you can really draw that distinction with your client of how you are unique, different, and extraordinary, then you're going to not only close more business, but you're going to maintain that business and build a vast referral network. And I would submit that after 2 or 3 years of hard work of building that referral network, you'll probably never have to prospect again. Everything that you'll do will be from referrals that you receive from your existing client base. Some of the characteristics that I see of extraordinary bank card agents are they are merchant focused. And you'll hear me use this term throughout these success lessons, merchant focused. So they're really focused in on what are the true needs, wants, and desires of their client. It's not just about them or what they can get out of the situation themselves or always selling them the higher priced item. It's about how can I serve this client. So they're focused on doing things for the merchant rather than doing things to the merchant. And many times a lot of people don't really want to get into the sales career field because they feel dirty sometimes, or they feel like that they're having to force people to do things against their will. And you know what? I wouldn't want to work in that type of environment either. So what we want to do is set aside the pressure of having to do something to someone. What we want to do is create an atmosphere where those merchants feel comfortable doing business with us. And we're so merchant focused on serving them, we create a situation where everybody wins. And what these extraordinary agents do is they approach every interaction, they approach every conversation from a standpoint of how can I serve my client? How can I help? Instead of how can I make the most money off of you, right? And when you approach the situation like that, your clients pick up on it. They know when you're being genuine and when you're communicating from the heart. Another key ingredient is that many of these extraordinary salespeople position themselves not as a bank card salesperson, but as a trusted advisor, a partner, and they engage them from a consultative sales approach. Think about the people that you trust most in the professional fields that you may have interactions with. One profession that comes to mind is your doctor. In most cases, we really trust our doctor because we have a belief that that doctor took an oath to serve us and to heal us. A nurse is another case. So that's the type of position that you want to really display yourself as and draw that distinction when you're dealing with your clients. So what is a trusted advisor? Well, they're actively engaged. They are educational. They're not just selling to the merchant and telling the merchant, but you are actually educating the merchant. You're giving them valuable information that can help them make the right decision or to manage their business more effectively. You're developing trust, respect, and rapport. And we're going to talk a lot about rapport later on when we get into in-depth sales techniques and how to communicate with merchants. They are intelligently questioning their merchant. So they're asking intelligent questions that really can help uncover your merchant's true buying motives, uncover your merchant's pain points, uncover the areas where your merchants might be having a challenge. And when you can uncover those areas or where their pain is at, then you can certainly prescribe the solution. They're doing a lot less telling, and they're actively listening to what their concerns are, what their needs are, and what is relevant to them in their current situation. And then naturally they deliver. They do what they say they're going to do. They walk the walk. Let's look at these 5 characteristics that I think are key in helping you become extraordinary. It all centers around integrity. Everything else flows out of integrity. And we're going to talk about each one of these in detail, but some of the other characteristics are authenticity, understanding, professionalism, and the need to be customer service driven. So let's look at each one in detail. Every interaction you have, every agreement you write, every communication you make, every promise that you tell them you're going to keep, all affects and stems from your integrity. Integrity is defined as a steadfast adherence to a strict moral and ethical code. It's critical that you do business with integrity, not only for you, but for your ISO, your processor, for Visa MasterCard brand awareness, for everybody that is involved in the payment chain. You must do business with a high, exceptional level of integrity. It also means keeping your word and your agreements, walking the talk. Integrity is that foundational core value that really is the undercurrent of every business dealing that you have. So you will win at the big games of life by playing all the small games with integrity. So that's our core foundational item that you must adhere to if you're committed to being extraordinary.
TheBankCardToolbox.com. Everything you need to succeed.